Yo, today I wanted to talk about my favorite podcasts. Actually, one podcast, because I've been moving away from podcasts in the last few months. Actually, I replaced them with audiobooks. I think I get more value out of them. But yes, I've been listening a lot to Joe Rogan, to the Huberman Lab back in the day. Now actually only one remains, and it's not even in my native language, so in Polish, and it's not even in English, but it's in German. It's Hopf und Hopf. Das sind die beiden Männer, also die Herren. So basically, it's the hosts are Philip Hopf and Chiara Schulsempur. I hope I pronounced it well. So they're both German. Kian is actually from Iran, I think, his parents. So basically you get a mix of different topics there. Politics, all the things that are trendy when it comes to technology, so cryptocurrencies. But the episodes I like the most are actually those where they talk about self-improvement and their tips. My battery is going low. Their tips on keeping a journal and writing down your goals. Their tips on proper thinking, because we're living in a day and age where you're actually encouraged to be a victim, and from all the sides you get the notion that people who would back in the days be treated as how would you call it, as weak-minded, or generally weak people who give in to their desires, who don't work on themselves, who desire things but don't want to work to get them. And in all this environment, especially the German internet, as I think there's something there's something, I'm mixing German with my English now. Their podcast is something that actually stands out on the German-speaking internet, at least for me, and generally as well in the whole internet. So the English-speaking internet, I mean, you find a lot of valuable people with a proper mindset when it comes to this. But generally, we're living in a time where all the people that shouldn't actually be, how would you call it? That shouldn't be treated as heroes. That shouldn't be treated as someone that others should look up to and follow and maybe mimic. They're basically more popular, and all the people with good values, at least for me, they're treated basically badly, like someone who's really not good for the society and especially for the children to look up to. So the topics they touch are really those that speak directly to my heart, I think. So if you know German, I think it's a great podcast to actually go into. And basically there are people who are clear-minded, I think, and they have a really good perspective on the things happening not only in Germany but also in the whole world. So and going from podcasts actually to ebooks, I think it's also a great way. So I'm mostly listening to anything on my headphones or in the car, and it was mostly music back in the days. It's still music sometimes. I mean, I didn't actually throw it away. So music is something you should use carefully. It can really shift your mood. So using it as a tool to actually keep your mood up, I think it's a great way to actually achieve it. But I moved basically to ebooks. So whenever I'm in the car or at the gym, it's ebooks or the podcast I taught you about, or nothing. Actually going to the gym and not having headphones on has also a great value. So you connect with other people. This also ties to some episodes I did a few days back when I told that we're basically encouraged to just sit in front of our screens in our rooms and not connect with others. And there's great value in other people. Like, I think it's obvious. You should always treat people like whenever you meet a new person, you should always think like, this person has something to teach me. Like I can learn something new, something valuable to me from this other person. And so going to the gym without headphones and actually talking to the people, connecting with them, making new friends, learning something, great value. So anytime I'm at the gym and actually I'm not listening to anything, I think it's better. But there are still days where I listen to podcasts or ebooks. Like it's not like I threw it away completely. Same with music. But most of the times I try to connect with others. So I would highly encourage others to do this. And if you have time, if you want to, and if you know German, then listening to them. It's Haus and Hopf und Host oder or Haus und Hopf in German. So mixing German with English again. Thanks.